Hey guys, thanks for joining me today for my first ever swipe tutorial. So here goes. I've got a 6x6 canvas here and I'm using golden fluid acrylic paints. These are very highly pigmented, and they're mainly used in paint pours and fluid art. I'm also using a gloss pouring medium by Windsor&Newton. I add very little water and equal amounts of gloss medium and paint. So I've pre-mixed two of my colors, yellow and blue. This is a primary color swipe, so I've got red, blue and yellow. I'm going to quickly show you how I mix my paint. I've got some gloss medium in the cup already and going to add some spurts of water in there, not too much. Give that a mix and it's the right consistency, and then I'm going to add a few drops of my red in there, and this is a light red, so it turns kind of pink when you mix it. But these golden fluid paints, they're so high in pigment that you actually don't really need a lot in there, so this is why I only put a few drops in there to get what I was looking for, and I was actually kind of going for a pastel kind of painting, and this is great, so it's not too harsh. All my paints are kind of pastel-y because I've only put a few drops of the pigment in there. So the last color, this is a titanium white, which I'm going to swipe with. So again, it's the pouring medium, the paint itself and some water, and just make sure that you mix everything really well to avoid any lumps. So I just hope this turns out good because it's my first swipe. So also to create the cells that I'm looking for in this painting, the effect that I'm going for when you swipe, I'm going to use my silicone spray. Silicone is supposed to create cells, and let's hope that my experimental swipe technique works. So just mixing the silicone in all the cups, in all the paint, and we are ready to swipe. I don't really have a plan. I never have a plan, so I don't know what I want to do, but I'm going to do a very basic kind of swipe, so that it's not too messy and it turns out as how I'm expecting it to turn out. So I'm going to start off with the yellow, and I'm just going to pour the paint from one end to the other, leave some space at the top left hand for my white so that I can swipe with that. So you can see the colors are very pastel-y, they're very light because that's the effect that I was going for, and it's quite pretty. I'm going to repeat the colors. So that's the yellow, pink and blue, and I'm going to do it again, just thickening the blue out a bit, and make sure that it falls towards the edges of the canvas as well, so that you don't have any bare canvas on the sides. It just looks that much nicer when you have the edges covered. So far looks okay until I swipe. Okay, now for the titanium white at the top. Just going to fill up the whole space with white so that I have enough paint to swipe with. Okay, I guess we're ready to swipe now. So for swiping, you can actually use anything. You can use a cardboard, a plastic board, or anything that is wide enough to swipe across. I'm using a tool that I had at home. So for this technique, you just have to take the paint very lightly from the top and swipe across without lifting the paint from the bottom. And you can see, oh my god, I can see cells coming through the paint. How amazing does that look? I guess this technique worked. What do you guys think? Amazing. I think for my first attempt at swiping, this is pretty awesome. I really like the effect and how it turned out in the end, and the colors are really amazing too, very soft and pastel-y. Thank you so much guys for joining me today, and please don't forget to like, subscribe and share for more videos like these. Until my next video, speak to you soon, stay blessed, bye for now.